Hi, I'm Randy Van Wagner, President of Mohawk Valley Community College. And I'm here with Frank and Mary Noti, who are here to join me in celebrating MVCC's 75th anniversary. Mary is Assistant to the Vice President for Learning and Academic Affairs and has been with the college since 2004 and is a Pride of the Pride winner. And Frank Noti is an assistant professor who oversees all of our teacher education programs and all of our partnerships with the transfer partners. And he actually is a Heart of the Hawk winner and has been with the college since 2015. So Frank and Mary, thanks so much for joining me to help celebrate MVCC's 75th anniversary.
It's great to be here, Randy.
Our pleasure.
Great. So Mary, we'll start with you. If you don't mind sharing, why did you come to work at MVCC in the first place?
So I was working, my previous job was at Oneida County Health Department. I worked there for 9 years, and I loved my job there. I was in different grant positions over the years, and I was just, it was uncertain if those positions were going to be renewed. And so it was kind of a little bit of uncertainty of what was going to happen. So a position opened at MVCC, and I had heard from a couple other people that had worked at the college that it was a great place to work. And I decided to apply for the position. It was a civil service position at the time. And I started in CCED at the time in 2004. And then from there, I changed positions a couple times to the position I'm currently in.
Great. Very good. Thanks so much. And Frank, how about you?
Mine is a pretty simple answer. What made me come to MVCC was the fact that I love MVCC. And the reason I love it is because I'm a graduate of the same program that I oversee. So, when I was going to school to become a teacher, the MVCC just announced this program. I was working at the mall, and I heard about the program that we had for elementary education, and I went through it. And was a teacher at the public school system for 17 years, and felt the need to want to kind of return home, so to speak. I wanted to come back to MVCC because I wanted to influence the students that were becoming teachers so that they could help influence the next generation as well.
Yeah, great. Great. Well, between the two of you have almost 25 years experience at the college. So I imagine several memories and experiences throughout the years. So if you don't mind sharing, one or more memories that kind of stand out for you in terms of they're just experiences that you'll always keep with you, good, bad, or otherwise, that kind of capture what MVCC means to you, or just memories that will always stay with you, if you don't mind sharing.
So one of my memories is actually way back when I was a child, and we had a family friend that worked at the college, and every year she held a Easter egg hunt on campus. So I don't know, it was a couple of years, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. And all my cousins and all of our family friends would come to the campus, and she would have this big Easter egg hunt. And I always remember that as my first interaction with MVCC. And as a matter of fact, we were just going through old pictures, and I found the picture of all of us on the station wagon with our little bags with our Easter eggs. But that was my first experience with the college. And more recently, my favorite part of my favorite memory of college would be graduation ceremonies. I help out in December and also in the May commencement ceremonies, and I just love to see the students' excitement and the families and friends that come to see them, and the pride in their faces of seeing their family members graduate. And it's one of my favorite experiences working at the college.
Yeah. Oh, that's powerful for sure. Frank?
My favorite experiences or favorite memories. I would have to say one of the positives that I love about working at the college is the fact that you can see the the rewards fairly quickly, in the sense that I've had many students who have come back to me to tell me that they are now third grade teachers or fourth grade teachers, and how grateful they are that they were able to do this program while still working. Coming to classes at night and kind of working on their schedule, and still being able to fill that dream. A couple other memories that I've had too is right along the same lines, but I've actually had students in my college classes that I taught back in 5th grade,
Oh, wow.
6th grade, which is funny because I mean, I love it because as I'm teaching them, teaching the class, I'll turn to that student and say, am I right? Is this what I did? And to just have somebody back it up and like, yep, he was like that. It's just what he did. So just having those experiences are just so great. It was the main reason to get into this field, was to make a difference, and then to be able to see somebody who or somebody that was influenced at the 5th grade level to now go on to carry the torch, so to speak, is just, it blows my mind every time it happens.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very palpable artifact of your time here.
Yeah.
And not to put you on the spot, but you as the lone full-time faculty member with teacher education here, you shepherd pretty much every last one of those students through the program. And
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone starts at a different point on the continuum there. Can any student stories that come to mind of, like, you probably didn't think the student was going to make it, but through one reason or another, divine intervention or a lot of luck. Anyway, nonetheless, the student made it.
Yeah.
How did that go?
I've had students who were returning students who, I had one particular student who it took her many years to get through the program. And it wasn't for lack of trying, it was that she was working at night, and she had 2 children, and she had a husband, and and I remember her coming into my office ready to just call it quits. And we're sitting there and we're talking, and she's like, well, we're supposed to be done in 2 years, and I want to start this program, and I just kind of like said to her, I said, you're only in competition with yourself. I said, college is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I said, so if it takes you 2 years, great. 3 years, great. 4 years, great. It doesn't matter, I said, in the end. And as long as you stick with it, the rewards will be worth it. And I said, someday you'll be sitting in your classroom, your 2nd grade or 1st grade or 3rd grade classroom, and it's not going to occur to you that, oh, I should have started this 2 years earlier. It's not going to matter. I said, when you're ready, you're ready. And she continued on, and she was actually one of the students who came to me last year to say that she had just been hired by one of our local districts. So she made it. She didn't think she was going to make it.
Wow. That's great. And Mary, I don't want to do the same to you, but I'm going to, you are a part of so many different efforts at the college through the vice president's office with different teams working, whether it be accreditation behind the scenes, keeping the trains running. And you've, I'll say, survived 2 academic, maybe 3 academic reorganizations in your time at the college. Any memories come to mind that'll stay with you of where you and your colleagues just kind of came together in ways to that kind of surprised you in some way, shape, or form? Like, I can't believe we did that, or made it through together. Any memories come to mind, or even how the pandemic pivot went? Any of those?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is when I worked in the engineering technologies and trades department, and it was the ABET accreditation. And this was probably, I don't know the exact year, it was 2006 or 7 maybe. And it was a heavy load there, and we all worked together. We got it done, and I will say that it was due Friday. I think it had to be in the mail by 4 or 4:30. And we were literally on the way to the post office. We didn't bring, we wanted to make sure we went right to the post office. I think we got there within minutes of getting in the mail on time. But we all came together, you know, Bob Decker was there at the time, and Frank Rasmussen, Carol Young, and we got it done. And it was a stressful time, but we did it.
Yeah, yeah, and those program accreditations through Tech ABET for the engineering programs that go back to the founding of the college, to have the engineering programs are as strong as they are. It's those kinds of stories of, you know, colleagues sealing the envelopes on the way to the post office and getting the blue ink signature on the way, whatever it takes, and really banding together to make it all happen.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so as you look back, you know, on your time, and Frank certainly teaching 17 years in the schools and then coming here, and Mary, after all your years here, what makes the two of you stay here?
Well, I will say I am so happy I made the change after 9 years working in another position at a different place. I was skeptical and afraid, and I wasn't sure, but I'm so glad I did it. I love coming to work every day. I love helping the students. I love helping my colleagues. I love my colleagues. And I just love what I do. And I love being part of the family, and that's exactly what it is. It's a family. BCC is definitely a family.
Okay. And Frank?
I look at it like this, you know, how many jobs are there in this world where you make a direct impact on someone's life, on society as a whole? And I feel that when I come to MVCC, that, you know, we're making a difference. You know, we're changing the future by helping these students and so on. And it's, you know, it just makes you want to come to work. I mean, you feel that you're making a difference. You know, the people too. I mean, the faculty and the staff, administration. I mean, it just, everybody's wonderful to work with. And you just, you know, when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's great. It reminds me, a faculty member once said to me that they view every day when they came to work, they would say to themselves, I'm making the world a better place, one student at a time.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
yep, very good. Well, Frank and Mary Noti, thank you so much for helping MVCC celebrate our 75th anniversary. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.